Hey guys, welcome back to Homeschooling Life. It's Lauren with you here today, and for this week's video I'm going to share my schoolroom or homeschool room tour with you guys as well. Amanda shared her room and what they're doing there and how it's adapting to their life and what they need. And anyway, I thought I would just show you guys real quick what our schoolroom looks like here. I think some of y'all have probably noticed it in previous videos. Amanda and I have done some filming with these bookshelves in the background. And so we are doing an addition. I think I've talked about that on our home. It's mostly done. We're still finished. We have a lot of finishes to get done with and a few things. So we've been working on this for over a year now. And so this room, other than being repainted, we haven't done a lot to, but it's definitely been rearranged and things have been moved around a lot lately, just because while other parts of the house were in construction, we had to move furniture in here or do different things. So it is summer break right now, and I have been in the mood to, clean out my schoolroom this past week, get everything ready for the new school year. I'm not completely done, but I'm working on it, and I kind of got it the way I think it's gonna work for now. We'll see. We may, things may change, but for right now, this is the way it's set up. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and just kind of give y'all a quick little tour of the room and just the layout and how we use it and how it works for our family. Okay, so this is the entryway into our schoolroom, and this is a formal dining room, but it's on the smaller side. And since we've added on now, we have behind me, I'm not going to turn the camera around because it's a mess. The kids just made lunch and I'm standing in our kitchen area now. So this would be like a little hallway that comes through. The kitchen is behind, and this is our schoolroom. And that is one thing that works really well for our family, is just that this is right off of the main area of the house where we're constantly doing life. And I like that. A schoolroom, I feel like that's farther away. It's just harder to be cooking meals or prepping things or doing things you need to do while your kids are doing school. I like that it's right here. So this does get used a lot, actually. The kids use this table for school on the daily during the school year, excuse me. So anyway, I'm going to show y'all just really quick what we have going on here and kind of how I have things set up. I will say these bookshelves are a work in progress. I have plans, and we'll see if it ever comes to fruition, to trim them out. These are just Walmart bookcases, guys. So nothing elaborate, just some I ordered, and I had plans to kind of beef them up and make them look a little bit nicer by adding some trim. So that may come. We just started on a whole nother project, our house edition. And so anyway, this is what it looks like. I didn't do a ton of organization, just a little bit, but the way things are kind of set up is this basket here is usually our library books and stuff, but right now it just has some random things in it from, I think, the way our school year ended. Just some of the kids have been reading, and some of our nature books that if the kids want to pull out and look at and do drawing and stuff. But on the bottom shelf here, we just have, this is mostly history. These two shelves right here, I'm telling you, it's not perfect. There's probably some science or different things in there too, but a lot of our history curriculum and books we use. And then we have a shelf that's more like Bible things sitting there. And then over here on this shelf and up into the second one is our science books, just things we've collected. And then we have some literature books on this shelf, along with some science. And then from there on, it's mostly, sorry guys, it's mostly just read alouds and chapter books that I've collected through the years. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just here. So these are just different books that we have used and will use. These are a couple. These actually go back to Amanda, that I had borrowed from her, and just things I have thrifted and collected or been given through the years. And then down here we have those bucket, or kind of our picture book collection. and these as well. And then there's a couple science books that's filtered over, as you can see. But just different books. I kind of, I just like that they're all just kind of mixed in here together. And that's kind of, there's more chapter books. But anyway, and I have a couple globes here on the top. Just some random decor. These are like IEW and Fix-It Grammar books, and then there's some Rod and Staff. Just, these are just a few curriculum things we have. Most of my curriculum that we're not using at the moment, if I'm saving anything, it is in a closet in the hallway. I might show y'all that in another video because it is definitely a mess right now. It's like our arts and craft closet slash I store curriculum like in a tote or on the shelves in there that we are not currently using because I don't have the space for that in here right now. So that's where the excess goes. And I'm trying to purge and clean out some of that right now. So maybe another video. Just more chapter books. This is just some art stuff, like our clipboards. There's some watercolors in here. Just random things. I usually stick paper in here as well. We're just out of like drawing copy paper. Arteza art markers, we keep those. They're used almost daily. There's some more. This thing I haven't organized in a while. This used to be like our caddy we kept out all the time with pencils and stuff, and I have something different on the table now, but it does have some more like watercolors in it. There is a clock my son's been using as he learns time, my youngest. And then those were a couple of history books that we actually used last year, and I just haven't moved back over. Paintbrushes. And then just some more curriculum things we used last year are here. That's our spelling program, some planners. I haven't gone through this as well. It was just what was in here from last year. So that will need to be organized before the new school year. And then I'll turn the camera around. Okay, so I'm just kind of having to step way back here in the corner, but this table actually can open up and seat 6. It has 6 chairs that go with it, but especially during the summer, if we're not having a lot of guests over at the time, I'll take it down and just do the 4 chairs because that works fine. And anyway, this not organized at all caddy is just like some random pencils and markers, but I try to organize that and have like our scissors, pencils, glue, things like that we use daily on the table. And then I'll step this way. We have our chalkboard up here, which we do use a lot in the school year. Sometimes I think I would like to trade it out for a whiteboard, whether that would be more usable or not, I'm not sure. But it's pretty and it's chalkboard. And then I just have some random prints. These were had been taken down because we repainted in here until recently. So it's nice to see them back up. Just some I found on the internet. And then this we added in. My daughter had this desk in her room and she is trading it out now for a dresser in her room and she didn't want it. So we're gonna put it in here and see how this works. I do need to get a chair for it. I'm on the hunt looking for that. And I just stuck our CD player there and one of our little chalkboards and things. There's nothing in these drawers right now, but I'm imagining I'm probably gonna use these bottom drawers because they're pretty deep. I think she cleaned them out. I'm gonna get some kind of like file thing here. So for both of these drawers, I actually have the file folders. I just need to figure out how to hang them in here. For all of our like printable stuff that I print out for like science and history and things, I think that'll work great. I was trying to figure out a way to do that. And then I'll probably use a lot of these drawers for like my personal pens, teacher stuff, maybe my planner or whatever. I think one of our laptops is just stored in here right now. Yeah. So we'll just, this will probably be like where we set up the laptop. We homeschool everywhere, guys, but this is where we will most likely have someone doing something here like math or whatever on the computer. And then this is where I had 2 of these previously, and you may have seen them in videos, but just the cubbies that hold the kids like daily work. And right now, okay, my card was full and it cut me off. But anyway, I think I was just saying this is where I keep like the kids' boxes that's like most of their daily work in and stuff. And then a few drawers for like organizing. Like this is where I've organized more of our papers. There is one drawer of like pencils and things like that in here, colored pencils. But I also have a box of colored pencils and a box of markers down there. That is like audio or video things and some flashcards and stuff, as well as like that is all our flashcards in a basket. I may get some totes to hide this better. I really like a sturdy tote like this, but if I could find one that maybe was a little deeper and filled these in a little bit better, we may do that this year. My one son has his in his room still. He did a lot of his school at his desk in his room, and he just kept it in there, and I haven't moved it back. But anyway, these are the 4 others. They had their stuff in here, and I just keep, right now their Bibles are in here, some of their folder stuff, and then a few workbooks that they're not quite finished up with. There was math. These definitely are pretty full, so if I could find something a little bit deeper to fill it up a little bit more and it's not coming out of it quite as much, that would be good. This is usually where I had like them put their work that needed to be graded and things like that. There, right now it's just some random notebooks and things. So I'm not sure if I'll do something different with the top here. I found this when I was out thrifting, and I don't know if I'll use it for school storage. I thought it would be cool. It's just an old fishing box for like watercolor stuff, but I also might use it probably in one of my son's room as we're starting to get to the redecorating their rooms after this addition and stuff. But anyway, and I added a chair here, and I'm kind of hoping to hang maybe like a lamp on the wall right here, a sconce or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. And then this is just the rocking chair that we've had with all of our little ones and our babies through the years. And I just thought it would be nice, like maybe if we're doing read alouds, especially with my younger 2 or 3 this year, I will have a 2nd, 3rd grader, a 5th grader, and then one that's going into 7th grade that we'll probably be doing a lot of our work still together this year. And so I may trade this rocker out for a more comfy chair, but it's actually really comfortable and has a lot of memories. But anyway, I just thought I would show you guys this really quickly. This is our schoolroom. This is just a normal real life look at the way it looks for us. So I do have a few other little places I may show you, like where I keep certain things. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay guys, well, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video and getting to see kind of real life where we school, how we do school on the daily during our school year. We also use our kitchen table, the dining table over there. We school in our living room. We school all over the house, in our bedrooms sometimes. Homeschool is definitely just integrated into your life and part of our life for sure. And we do what works for us in different seasons. But for now, we have this schoolroom at different times. We haven't had a schoolroom. We've had you know, just schooled at our kitchen table, and that worked well during that season too. But I'm very thankful for this space and for the storage and that it gives us. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it if you did, and go check out Amanda's video. She is showing how her schoolroom is adapting to their life and what's going on right now, and just a real life look at each of our homes and how things work. And anyway, subscribe. We would love to have you guys here. Leave a comment and let us know where you guys do school as well. We would love to, you know, see everyone's home. It's just really neat how we all adapt it to what works for us. And we hope to see you all here again soon. Bye guys.